Hello, hello, hello. This is Bertie Spencer, human paladin from Northrend. I was born up in Borean Tundra. Not a great place to live. Yeah, it's bloody cold. But I stuck it through. Anyway, I was born up there. It was bloody great. It was before the Lich King and all that, so it wasn't overrun with all them undead fellas. But my parents were in the Shadowman Fair, so they were travelling, and when I was of age, I was old enough to operate the bloody the fireworks and all that. So it was all right. Blew myself up a few times, but got back to it. And when I was of age, my parents tried to get me to go off and do my own adventure type stuff, and I thought, that would be a good idea, because my brother, his name's Adam, he was he was a bit useless, he didn't do much, but they had great high hopes of me, so they sent me off to Stormwind and said, learn the ways of something, get yourself into something. And I thought, and my daddy said, I want you to be a warrior. And I was like, warrior, I don't know about that. Might get hurt a bit. And anyway, so I walk into the, I get to Stormwind and I'm looking around, I'm like, this place is great, It's not as cold as Borean Tundra, So, I walk in and I'm looking through and everyone was looking at me like, what the hell are you doing here? And I was like, I'm just a human, just like you guys, don't worry about it. And I noticed that, everyone speaks a bit differently. I'm like, is this the accent of the north? I'm not sure. Anyway, so I walk in and I'll go into the the cathedral, and I'm like, I'm here to learn something. And they're like, learn the ways of the priest. And I'm like, priest? I don't know about that. My dad wants me to be a warrior. I'm like, if I come back in a robe and just a big stick, he's not going to be very happy. He was like, and they were like, I don't know about warrior. You don't look tough enough to be a warrior. I'm like, come on, give me something. So, they said, well, why don't you be a paladin? I'm like, what the hell is a paladin? No, never heard of that word in my life. It's not like a warlock or anything, is it? I'm not, into freaky shit like that. They're like, no, it's like a warrior, and it's like a priest, but it's not either of those. It's a paladin. And I was like, okay. So they gave me a book and I had a flick through and I was like, I reckon I could do this. Looked pretty easy. So, learned the ways of the paladin. And here I am, now. I've been living in the rest of Azeroth. I'm out front of, the Shadowpan Monastery right now. It's pretty great. So I'm in Pandaria, just, floating around, doing some quests. I got all this stuff from some travelling salesman. He said, it'd be 1,300 apiece. I was like, 1,300? You're ridiculous. And he was like, no, it's 1,300 apiece. I was like, alright, give it to me then. So I've got about 30 gold left in my bank, and it's, it's getting hard times. Can't even, afford a way back to Stormwind, so I guess I'll be stuck here for a while until I'm done. But anyway, that's me, so I'll see you all later.